Hey y'all, I'm Caroline from Title Interiors, and today I am bringing you some budget-friendly ways to decorate your home. We all love to save money, and decorating your house can be extremely expensive. There are so many great tips, and I'm sure I'm going to leave something out, but I've been at this bargain hunting thing for a long time. I have broken this up into 3 sections. There is the online option, there are in-person options, and DIY. So today I'm just going to be talking about online options, but check back next week for in-person options. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and enable those notifications so you know when that video is being released. And then a few days later, we'll have some DIY options. All right, let's get started. Okay, before we go too far, I want to talk to you about the magic of Google Lens. Google Lens is just an image search. So you can right-click on a picture of something that you like. If you find something on Pinterest or an online ad or an online magazine, right-click and then you'll click on Search with Google. And it will pull up all kinds of different sites that have that item or a similar item. So this way you can find it perhaps at a better price, maybe on a more reputable site, and you can really go bargain hunting that way. The other thing is that if you find, say you're looking for an Eames chair, the Eames lounge chair is gorgeous and it's iconic, but it's also expensive. And there are a lot of people who have made knockoffs. So instead of spending like $10,000 on the original, you might be able to find a knockoff for $2,000. So image search via Google. If you see a picture and it's got like the little camera icon down at the bottom, click on that. That's the same thing as right-clicking and doing search with Google. And it can save you tons of time and tons of money. Let's talk about Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Now wait, before you click away, hear me out. I know it's been around for a long time and most of us don't use it because of its limited functionality. However, there are several baby boomers out there who still prefer Craigslist because it's what they know. A lot of the people who are getting rid of vintage items are in that generation that feels comfortable with Craigslist. So at least give it a shot. Let's talk about Facebook Marketplace. There are a few functions that might make your online shopping experience a little bit better. The first is the save button. Do you remember the hot and cold game that you used to play as a kid? Like you would hide something and someone would look for it, and then they would walk closer to it and you would say warmer, and they'd walk the other direction, you'd say colder. So you kept trying to go towards the warmer side, right? It's the same thing with the algorithm on Facebook Marketplace. If you are searching for, let's say, a table, and you just type in table, it's going to bring up all of the tables. So if you start looking for more round tables and you start saving round tables, it might not be exactly the table that you want. It might not be something that you ever go back to. However, the algorithm starts saying, round tables, dining room tables. It's going to start showing you more of the things that you actually want instead of just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. So make sure if you see something that you like, even if it doesn't quite hit the mark, hit save. It's going to really make that algorithm work for you. Another tip for Marketplace is that if you see something you like, and it might not necessarily be something that you're actually shopping for or can afford, but if you see something that you like, click on the seller's details. The seller might have sold or is selling something that you do like or that you do want or do need. So go down, click on seller's details, and see what else they have for sale. If you really like what they have for sale, if you like their sense of style, you can also follow them on Marketplace so that the next time they sell something, it could be exactly what you're looking for and you will be notified. The thing is that a lot of resellers use Facebook Marketplace. So if I'm a reseller who specializes in mid-century modern furniture and I am posting things regularly, you might see one thing and think, not for me, and scroll past it. But if you follow them on Marketplace, then you'll be notified every time they start adding a listing. And so then next time something is listed, it might be just the thing that you're looking for. Along those same lines, when you are looking at someone's listing, and it might be that they're having like a moving sale, or they might be a reseller, they might even be a small business. If you see something in a picture that isn't the item that's for sale, but might be in the background, you can always ask about it. If they aren't selling it, what's the worst that's going to happen? They say no? Okay, great, move on. However, sometimes people might say, you know what, actually I do really need to downsize. I need to get rid of things. I didn't think anybody would want that dresser that's in the background, but I guess they do. Okay, I guess I could part with that. So the worst thing that could happen is they say no. The best thing, you might be able to be the first person in line because you were the first person to notice it, because they didn't even actually have a chance to list it yet. So if you see something, you might as well ask. It's not gonna hurt. And finally, try misspelling things. Not everyone won the spelling bee in elementary school. So just remember that something that you're looking for might be out there under the wrong term. So eBay. We all know eBay. It was what, like the third site on the internet? We know how this works. There's the online auction, and now you can just buy things outright. Buying things outright can be extremely cost effective. A lot of times contractors who are building, say, an entire new subdivision will buy something in bulk for all of the houses. Let's say it's faucets. They'll buy 1,000 faucets and then they only need 900 of them. Well, they got them at such a discount that they can sell the remaining 100 for less than retail, but still make money on it. So it's a win for you, it's a win for them. But here's the catch. Do your due diligence, go online, find a site that sells the same item, and read the reviews. If the reviews are crummy and you get it for 50% off, well, great, you saved 50% off, but you still have a crummy faucet. A lot of auction houses have adopted the eBay model, so they're having online auctions, not just in-person auctions. These online auctions can really get you some great prices because not as many people think about auction houses versus eBay or Marketplace. So check out local online auction houses. I say local because a lot of them expect you to pick up the item, or they might do local delivery for a specific fee. So if you are buying something a couple states away, yeah, you might be getting a good price, but then you're having to pay to go get it or rent a U-Haul or pay for shipping. And it's not just like prime shipping. We're talking expensive shipping. So look for a local auction house and see what online auctions they have, because you might find some really, really great deals. Similarly, a lot of small businesses, artists, makers, resellers, they'll have online auctions live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So enable people's notifications. If you find an artist that you really like, enable their notifications so that you are notified when they have a new post, because some of those posts might say, hey, I am getting rid of all of these things tomorrow night live at 5 o'clock, and then you can be the first one in there. Now, a lot of them will use a platform like Comment Sold. So those auction platforms, you have to go in and register so that you can comment sold and you get the item first, and you are an authorized buyer. Otherwise, you might say sold and you aren't actually qualified to purchase, because they want to make sure that you are an actual person. They aren't closing out an item from other people buying it because you commented sold when in reality you don't have the money to do it, or you decide to back out. Let's talk about Etsy. Etsy is another site that's been around for a long time. A lot of us have used it for art and jewelry, but they have so many cool things on there. Vintage furniture, floating shelves, custom drapes, all kinds of things that you can find on Etsy. And you can find some really great prices too. Now, Etsy has a very similar algorithm to Facebook Marketplace. If you start looking at specific things, it's going to start showing you more things like that. So the more you can like and follow different stores and different items, the more it will show you things very similar to that. If you find something but you think it's not quite right, go to that person's store and you can find similar items. You might find the same item in the size that you were looking for, even though the original listing wasn't for that size. So definitely go to the stores, like things that you like, follow stores, and really take your time. The other thing is that a lot of sellers might take custom orders. So if you see something you like but you think, it's not really the right color, feel free to message the seller. They might be able to paint the next one in the color of your dreams. So definitely take some time, fully peruse Etsy, and use it to your advantage. Now, speaking of Etsy, they are a great source for downloadable and printable art. So you might find a photo that you really like, but might only offer framed prints. Well, look for the downloadable option. Usually they're less than $10 and you can print it in whatever size that you want. They'll give you various sizes to choose from in the zip file. So let's say you find something that you like, you're looking for it in 8x10, you buy the downloadable version, it gives you all the different sizes, and then you can choose which size works best for you. Now, a lot of stores that offer printing services run sales quite frequently. So check out Walgreens, Walmart, Staples, Shutterfly, Snapfish, check all of those out because they will often run specials on, say, canvases, and you can have the art print that you just downloaded from Etsy printed onto a gallery wrapped canvas of the size of your choosing for a greatly discounted rate. And then you have a truly personalized piece of art that works for your space. And lastly, my final tip for today is do what you love. Buy what you love. If your house is filled with love and things that you love and the people you love, you're gonna be so much happier than if you go buy whatever thing that HGTV and magazines and celebrity designers tell you to buy. Just because it's on trend now doesn't mean you're gonna love it. And you might not love it today, you might not love it in 2 years. Trendy is spendy. Trends come and go. So buy things that you love, fill your house with love, and you're gonna be spending a lot less money in the long run, even if the things that you buy are more expensive, because you're going to appreciate them and you're gonna want them around. All right, I hope those tips have been helpful. I'm absolutely certain that I have left out plenty of great tips. So if you have any tips that you love for saving money for online options, please drop them down below. And make sure you check back next week for some in-person options for saving money when decorating your home. All right, bye.